Greetings and welcome to the Equity.Guru Investors Roundtable. Today, it is the Vancouver-based FansUnite. I'm Rob Simpson in the upper corner, and boy, what a lean and mean-looking crew we got. Everybody here, it looks like, has a haircut. That would be me for sure. TK Indiceno over there. Look at this guy. Holy smokes. Down in the basement. If you were in a ship, Vishal, you'd be in the cargo hold because you're down there. Yeah, you also had a haircut. And Joseph, down in the far corner, Joseph Morton, looks like he also has a haircut, but that one might be more permanent. Let's start with TK on FansUnite. What's happening, dude?
Awesome. FansUnite is a global sports and entertainment company, and it focuses on online sports betting and esports betting. So those two different industries, kind of the same place right now. And I'm not too sure about the co-founders who founded the company, etc. But I know right now the CEO is Scott Burton. Yep. He's a certified accountant, and he was once a CEO of Ascot Entertainment, which was bought by FansUnite. And their previous CEO, who's now their president, is Darius. Don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's also an accountant. And he's a serial entrepreneur, an investor, and a sports junkie, so perfect for this company. And they have a few, products that are B2B and B2C, but it's mostly sports books, online sports betting, and esports betting.
Well, we know that's a hot topic. By the way, it's on the Canadian exchange. It's FANS, which is a pretty cool. I mean, if you're going to ask for a symbol, how about FANS? And on the over-the-counter in the US, it's FUNFF. So they did pretty well in that department, Vishal.
For sure. Here is the Canadian chart, FANS, FANS. And a quick little story on this. I know, when I was working here earlier, last year, October, November, one of our, coworkers here, Esson, was telling me, "Yo, Vishal, you gotta buy this stock. I love the team. I love the product. You got to look into this stock." And then it broke out on, it was November of 2020. We had that breakout. So it was something that met my technical criteria, and this just flew. And I remember when it hit $1, our friend Esson was telling us, "Hey man, it's just beginning." And we saw almost a 730% move in just a few months. Yeah, from 25 cents to highs of $2.37. Pretty sure, some of you guys, I know Joseph and TK, you guys probably remember this. It was the talk of the town at the time with fans just, taking over all the spotlights on the Canadian markets and the indices. A lot of traders were looking at this. And then after hitting 237, we began to drop. And, I think it's quite normal, people taking profits, because when you have a 700% move, you should probably take some off the table. And I think, they were just looking at further catalysts down the line. And I think the big one, and maybe Joseph will bring this up a bit later, but it's the government of Canada, legalizing single sports betting. So that was a big catalyst. A lot of people were watching for, and, you're seeing sports betting with Score Media and that buyout there with Penn Gaming. I think it's a hot sector. It's going to be hotter. And chart-wise right now, if we're going to be front running this sector being hot, the esports betting sector being hot, this would be a nice time to sort of load up on shares. We've just been ranging here. So we've been ranging between 62 cents here up to basically 91 cents. So buyers are defending here and adding on dips here, whereas people are taking profits here or selling. So when we have a range, we're just waiting for some sort of catalyst that's going to propel price higher, breaking above 97 cents. And then we have targets here at $1.25 before we can go up to 225. So chart wise, we are basing here. And if you believe in the team and the sector itself, I think this is a good one to take a look at or keep on your radar at least.
It sounds like you'll be buying dinner since you bought it at a quarter. Joseph, what do you got down there? What do you think when you think of these guys?
Well, Michelle's absolutely right. The industry trends all over the North America are leaning towards legalization. I mean, for not just for fans, but I mean, we're starting to see a lot of the old attitudes towards gambling beginning to fall away, and it's opening up a lot more options for not just investors, but for companies who are looking to potentially expand into this arena. Now, specifically, the stats here look like online gambling is set to be worth about 60 billion. It's expected to hit 94 billion for 2024, according to BitRelevance. And I mean that just pretty much says it all for me. I mean that's a good size jump. It's definitely something to look forward to in like the next couple years to come.
And when you hear integrated platforms, you got to think about bookies too. So you just mentioned it's beyond fans, and that means people that are actually putting the bets out there. Like they've got to come up with the state-of-the-art way of bringing in most money they possibly can, right, fellas?
Their McBookie platform actually pulled in a fair amount of money in the first year with fans. I mean, it was definitely something to watch, right. And it continues to be something to watch for sure.
Go ahead, Vishal.
I was just going to add 2 quick points here. Firstly, if you've been following the trends in just markets in general, everyone knows the whole Wall Street bet stuff, right? Where people are jumping into meme stocks. But during that time, when people were staying at home playing the markets, one thing people forgot was there's a lot of money going to sports betting as well. So DraftKings was very popular at the time. A lot of people were saying, hey, I don't really get the markets too much. But I'll take my money or my government checks and go into, sports betting. And it's just going to sort of get bigger, in my opinion, as we go forward. And, we should probably mention here in the news as well, if I can go there, the company actually did raise 25 million just, mid-July. So they are cashed up. If there's going to be a catalyst to move the stock, they have the cash. So we should mention that as well.
This also stands to be one of the companies that could easily benefit from another lockdown. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I mean, the idea of being locked indoors for the next 6 and 8 months means that you need something to do. And why not go play esports? Why not get involved with the FansUnite? Get some money out there. See if you can make a little money on the side. Spend some time. Yeah, I mean, it couldn't necessarily be the catalyst that Vishal was talking about.
Do a little wagering. Of course, it's hockey country there in Vancouver, and of course, the NHL is coming back. Training camps in September later, and the NHL now has an official sponsor that is a major casino, and it's growing their legalized betting angle. All right, so if I have $5 grand, we'll start with TK. Michelle told you the history of the charts. What are you doing right this second with my cash?
Yeah, I think this one I won't touch with any of your money, because although sales are increasing and their white label is creating stuff like Mackie Book and Vamos GG, it's still, the addressable market is still large. And that sounds like an advantage, but you need to actually capture some of that addressable market, which is what they're trying to do. So it's going to take a while for that to happen, and they're going to spend a lot on sales and marketing of which is what they're doing. So a lot of the money they're going to raise from you as an investor is basically cash burn right now. So I would wait a bit for them to establish their target market a little stronger and then get into it.
All right, Michelle.
Yeah, for me, I'm just showing you guys some of the catalysts here. I think that US expansion is going to be a big one. So right now they have streaming licenses in the UK and Malta. Canada, I think they're well positioned, being a Canadian company and all. But if I was looking at the chart, I would be a bit patient. I would either wait for a price move here to 62 cents, or if we break out above 91. And if we do hit 62, I'd probably take a small position of 1K first, and then add if we break above 92. But that's the way I would play it. I would just wait for this range to break. And it looks like we probably will be retesting that 62 cents or sometime soon.
Joseph, you got the commander position, the anchor man here.
All right. Well, if you don't play, you don't win, right? So you got to take some necessary guesses. I mean, and I'm having a look at Vishal's chart right here. Looks to be, like you said, it's ranging. And I'm not much of a technicals guy, but I understand that with this kind of thing, with the variety of catalysts that we could potentially get the next lockdown, I wouldn't be willing to. I might throw 10% at it. I might throw $500 in just to see where it goes, for just to see what happens in the next few months. Just to see if we have a lockdown and a lot of people start onboarding onto the platform, and maybe we'll. I don't know. You might get lucky.
There it is. The haircuts have made the boys conservative and a little more cautious. See how that works. By the way, folks, you have to do your own research. We don't have all the answers for you. And even if we did, you still have to double check. So past performance does not guarantee future results, nor does what we tell you. But we're just trying to educate you a little bit. And hopefully we did a good job with it. I think we did. Thanks to the Shell down there in the cargo hold, and TK over yonder, and way over there. We welcome Joseph back by dumping him in the far corner. It's all good. Well handled. Well handled. We'll see you next time on the Equity Guru Investor Roundtable.